Hello everyone, thanks for tuning to KT Garage. This is part 2 of the 73 Dodge Challenger build project. It's a beautiful day, but it's a little bit cold. It's only about 35 degrees outside, and you believe that it's in Texas, and we're getting 35 degrees during the day, but it's a beautiful sunny day. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep working towards the finish line on the Dodge Challenger build project. Today's plan is I'm gonna start working on the sheet metals, and especially around the wheel well in the back. I just want to make sure that that whole area is taken care of, and then we'll look at the floors on the back of the car, make sure all that welded in, and then we'll work towards the front. I'm going to show you the wheel setup that I want to do, and then what kind of work do I need to get done to fit that big wheel inside the fender well in the back. Okay, so here's the 345 millimeter tire that I plan on using for this particular build. And this is an old tire that I took off of my Corvette, so don't worry about the thin wall. I'm not gonna use this thin wall. I just want to make sure that I got the width correct. But I'm gonna have 17-inch or 18-inch wheels, which makes the rubber a little bit thicker. I don't like the thin profiles on classic cars. It just doesn't look right. So I put the wheels in there just so I can see where the interferences are. As you can see, that it's pretty tight back here. And for right now, I probably need to push the wheel even further in, because when it comes up, it's gonna rub against the inner fender. I'm not sure if you can see it in there, but as the wheel goes up, it's gonna hit somewhere here. So I'm gonna push it towards the inside a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is I'll cut this section off, and then this is a channel that goes from the front of the cars. It's part of the framework. So I'm gonna have to notch it in, and then we'll just move the channel in, making the channel a little bit thinner. So that's the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and get the plasma cutter and start cutting this, and then re-welding it, make it a little bit wider, more room for the tire, just so I have some option of moving in and out a little bit. Okay, so before I start cutting the channels, you can see there's a little bit of a problem here. What I did was I tried to brace this piece down to the frame, just so when I cut off half of the inner fender, this doesn't move. But then you can see that it becomes a problem because of interference there. So I got just another piece of metal. I'm gonna put it there just like that. I'm gonna weld down to here, and then I'm gonna cut this off, so the new brace piece is gonna be here, and that will create a bunch of room for me to work on in this area. Okay, so I got to this point where I cut in about 1 inch where the line was with a plasma cutter, and you've seen that on the video. So everything is now recessed about 1 inch, 1.25 inches, something like that. So I clamped that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a weld bead all the way from here to here, down there. And then of course there's gonna be a gap here. I'm gonna fill it up with a piece of metal here. And then we're pretty much done with the relocation of the rails. And we'll be thinking about how to get that inner piece of fender in here and then weld it all together. Well, here's my little boy Rookie. Came out here to visit me in the shop. You can see he's a lot older than when the video was taken a few years ago. But he's still doing well. Lots of surgery. You can see like down here on his neck, he has like a bunch of surgery. Hair doesn't grow back. But here too, he has another surgery there. But he's doing good. Well, the blend works out real nicely. Now you can see that this piece right here is sitting a little bit too high, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to trim about 1 inch off from here to bring it down and close all the gap. But for right now, everything lines up real nicely. I'll show you what's down here. You can see that this steps in, I say about a little bit over 1 inch, 1.25 inches, something like that. And then I come back out again. I'm gonna save that frame and have it stronger here. I'm probably gonna end it up supporting underneath with another piece of thick metal. Just wanna make sure the frame here is solid. But for right now, that's exactly what I was planning on doing. Everything is fitting here. I'm just gonna weld this in and we call it good. Now remember, I'm gonna have a subframe down here, so it's not gonna be a problem with the torque. I just wanna make sure it's just supporting the weight of the car. This is another shot from up here. I'm gonna close this gap a little bit later when everything is welded in, so that'll be the last thing I'm gonna do. Okay, so I took the inner fender out. I'm gonna do a little bit of a trim here. You can see this line right here, just so I can drop the whole thing down just a little bit to line up with the other one. Now we'll go ahead and just cut this away with the plasma cutter, and then we'll get it tested inside. So after the trim, it's looking a lot better. You can see that these are kind of lined up real nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and start to tack weld it, and then kind of just push it in and try to weld one location at a time. Okay, so everything is pretty much welded in. You can see I completed this whole pass all the way to the inside. And then in here, I also ground it already. So everything is nice and flush. Everything's good. The entire thing is welded. You can see that I grind some of this down. Now the weld beats up from the inside. This is kind of just burned through. I'll show you what's on here. As you guys already see on the clip that I welded, this entire section on the inside. There we go. So now it's sitting there real solid. Now what I need to do next is to tie this piece or this piece to keep the whole structure strong, because right now it's kind of flimsy. Nothing is touching one another. So when this is tied to this, the structure of the car is going to improve significantly. And then I'm going to have to tie this piece to this piece. I'm probably going to fabricate a piece here and then just weld those two together. So this is going to provide a lot of structural support for this. And then at that point, I can go ahead and cut this out to remove this outer piece, because I have a new one of this outer piece as well. So I'm gonna tackle on that next to get that all welded in, and then I'm gonna connect the two pieces. Well, the plan for next week is trying to finish up the entire inner fender on the passenger side. I'm gonna get that other piece on, weld that little strip on, so we can get that all tied together, and then we'll move on with the project. Now this weekend, I only put on maybe 3 or 4 hours a day on Saturday and Sunday, because it's so cold in the morning. This morning it was 25 degrees out here, so I came out here, I came back in. It's a little too cold to work on the project. So next weekend it's going to be so much nicer. I hope that I'm going to have a lot more time to dedicate to the project and move forward. Appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.